About a week ago, I was outside. This guy approached me. He said that he recognized me because he saw that I was on the Backfire Ranger, so he recognized me. But except I wasn't on the Backfire Ranger, I was on the WowGo AT. Can't blame him, they do kind of look alike. The WowGo All-Terrain electric skateboard is definitely interesting. And I know a lot of you are probably curious about how it compares with the Backfire Ranger. Both of them use 165mm hub motors and they both have that drop-down deck. So what's different about them? A lot, actually. In this video, I'm just going to talk about the biggest difference. By the way, I shot very little footage of the WowGo because my main camera was at the repair shop at the time. Also, I only had the WowGo for a couple of days because I had to send it back to WowGo because of a battery problem. The main thing, and maybe the only thing you need to know about the WowGo AT is that the rear truck is designed not to turn. This truck, for example, is 50 degrees, so you can make really sharp turns. The less angle you get, the less turning ability you get, but the more stability you get also. So on the WowGo AT, the angle on the back truck is 0, so it's basically flat, so when you lean on the board it doesn't turn. WowGo said that they went with this design to solve the problem that people have with speed wobbles. So does it work? Keep watching and I'll tell you. By the way, if you're not subscribed, take a moment to subscribe. The front truck is double kingpin and it turns pretty well, but because the back wheels don't turn at all, maneuvering this board takes some getting used to. If you're like me and you often use your back foot to do toe side turns, you're gonna find that when you try to do a toe side turn, the board doesn't really want to turn. So I found myself having to reposition my front foot to be more perpendicular than normal because I had to rely on my front foot more for turning. And because the back wheels don't turn, carving on this board feels very different. If you like that feeling of snowboarding, like having the tail swing out, this board doesn't do that, like, at all. Carving on the WowGo AT is kind of like driving a car and just turning the steering wheel left and right. Another way to think of it is kind of like a snake, how a snake moves. The back is always following the front. I still felt like it was fun though, carving on the WowGo AT. Like it wasn't, I mean it was different, but I still thought it was fun. The downside is that I noticed my front leg getting tired a lot faster. Now let's talk about speed wobbles, which is the problem that the WowGo AT aims to solve. Yes, the unique design of the rear truck removes speed wobbles from the back, and I felt very confident about the stability of the back. But when going at top speed, I got speed wobbles from the front, and the faster I went, the more it wobbled. I could have tightened up the front truck, but if I did that, then the turn radius would be huge, you know? I don't think anyone wants a skateboard that doesn't turn. Like, what's the point? So does sacrificing turning ability on the back wheels make the board more stable when going fast? In theory it should, but here's the thing. Max and I rode the Backfire Rangers at top speed all the time during our road trip, and we did not encounter speed wobbles. The Backfire Ranger uses double kingpin in the front and the back. Well, except for that one time where I was going full speed on the bumpy dirt path, but that doesn't count. But on normal paved roads, we just didn't have any speed wobbles. It just wasn't an issue. You might be thinking maybe I got speed wobbles on the WowGo and not the Backfire because the WowGo has a higher top speed of 40 kilometers per hour, and I think the Backfire goes 35 or something like that. But actually, I never even hit 40 kilometers per hour on the WowGo AT. It might be because I didn't have a long enough runway, so that's why I didn't hit 40. Because as you go faster, the rate of acceleration decreases. But as I got closer to top speed on the WowGo AT, I definitely got speed wobbles at the front. The back was totally stable, but the front was starting to, you know, get kind of sketchy. I'm curious why WowGo decided to go with a 0-degree base plate instead of just using wider trucks as a solution to get better stability. Now, as for things like range and acceleration performance, I don't want to talk about those things yet because when I reported my range to WowGo, I did the range test twice. When I reported the results to WowGo, they said that I probably have a bad battery, so that's why I sent the board back to them. If they decide to send me another board with a good battery, then I'll do another range test and tell you about my results, but you know, I don't want to give numbers based on a bad battery. Remember, the WowGo AT unit that I tried was a prototype, so a lot may still change. If this video was helpful, hit the like button. You might be thinking maybe I got speed wobbles on the... You might be thinking maybe I got speed wobbles... You might be thinking maybe I got speed wobbles... You might be thinking maybe I got speed wobbles on the WowGo and not the Backfire because the WowGo has a higher top speed.